Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video or following the many links that I've been sending on my Instagram, Snapchat and everything. If you're one of my buddies that have come through my harassment of please interact with my content. So what are we doing this week, Jade? I hear you cry. Well, my friends, this week I'm going to take you through my bread making journey that happened about 2 weeks ago now. Since re-downloading all of the social medias on my phone, I keep seeing all of these beautiful, crispy, bubbly bread videos, and I'm like, I could do that. I kind of wanted to test out some of these videos because they don't give many instructions, and I'm a simple bean. You're probably pretty simple beans that see these food videos and want to try them. Oh, we're making focaccia. That's what we're doing. We're making focaccia. Enjoy me trying to follow these videos and making some crispy, bubbly focaccia. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, new layout, different film style. Do you like how I put flowers in the background to distract from my very disgusting hob? I do. I think it's quite class. So there was no real instructions on this bread. We're gonna wing it together. Before we waste any more time, let's get going.
Mix water, olive oil, instant yeast, salt and bread flour together. Mix water, olive oil, instant yeast, salt and bread flour together.
She does it in a very different order to me, but that's the whole point. It's not the kind of video for rule followers. We do things differently, and by differently, I mean wrong. Flour's in the bowl. We're gonna get cracking with the rest of the stuff now that I've looked at and know what I'm doing. So into our floury mixture, we're gonna add some salt, yeast, and oil, featuring the worst sound known to man. It's horrible. Next, we're going to add a lovely displayed glass of water and mix all of that together. Now, in this recipe, it said if you're feeling confident and you have advanced skills, add more water. The dough was sticking. I've made focaccia before, and this is where everything went wrong. Do not add the water if following this recipe. Don't do it. I'm pretty sure this is where my downfall began. But anyway, we're going to keep mixing until it forms a sticky dough. Once she's all sticky, we're going to cover it with a tea towel for about 30 minutes. We're going to then do some stretching folds. So it's pulling the dough over itself and giving it a little stretch. This will help develop the gluten. This is a no-knead dough recipe, but there was quite a lot of hands-on action, and the dough, my God, was so sticky. We're going to cover him again for another half an hour. Feet the best tea towel ever. Thank you, Ash. Reveal him again. Wow, there's not much difference, but we're still going to do the stretchy boy folds to develop that gluten. Anyone who has any advice on how not to have this happen, please leave me some comments. Flouring hands, wetting hands. I know there are little tips and tricks you can do, but was there so much dough attached to my fingers. I'm pretty sure half the bread ended up in the sink. We're on fold number 3 now. So you're gonna wanna lift him out and turn him in on himself before we do the fold. Sticky central, if making this at home. Look at that. Wow, so much dough. This was not a good tactic for getting the dough off my hands. We're just losing more and more dough. We're gonna cover him up again, take him back out and do another set of stretch and folds. And finally, cover him one more time, and then we're gonna take him off to the fridge, and he's gonna stay there overnight now. No more sticky dough today. Goodbye, bread. See you tomorrow. It is the next morning, and I'm ready to take out my beautiful little bread baby from the fridge. There she is. She's been undisturbed. I'm very nervous to see what she's gonna look like. Oh my god, it looks like bread. It's very cold. I'm gonna pick it up now. It's not. It's not coming away from the bowl. Okay. That was not easy. And my god, it's still really sticky. I have a funny feeling that this might not work. You know what? I'm just gonna stop touching it. So I just tucked in the corners of the bread with a spatula, and I'm gonna drizzle it with some oil. There's loads of oil on the tray as well because I was terrified that it was gonna stick. I'm now gonna leave it for 1 hour, come back and see what happens. Yeah, she's a little bigger. Oh, I was trying to do like a smooth thing and then my sunglasses got caught, but it's fine. So I thought, I got distracted. I got a juice. The bread has not doubled in size and I've been gone for over an hour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the squidgy thing and I'm gonna put some rosemary on it. So we'll do that and it's gonna work. It's gonna be great. So now that she's tried to prove, I'm gonna massage her to try and get more air bubbles and those fun focaccia dimples. It's so awkward to watch. It just looks like I'm squidging some mush. Here's what it's actually supposed to look like. Oh, my version just looks so sad, but it's not sticking. I'm gonna sprinkle some salt and some fresh rosemary on top and then pop her in the oven. We've got some bubbles, It's gonna be okay. Please be okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna try. So as I gazed upon my focaccia, I realised that it is nowhere near bubbly enough to the ones in the video or that I've made previously. So it's time for round 2. I'm going to speed through this because we've already done it. I followed a Waitrose focaccia bread packet to see if maybe that was going to help. I didn't know if it was my measuring that went wrong in the first one, but you can't really go wrong with a bread packet. So I added everything to a bowl, kneaded it. Still am stuck with this sticky bread situation. Why doth the sticky dough like to adhere itself to my fingers so much? I don't know. And nothing I was doing was helping. I was actually smushing it more into my fingers at this point. So again, more bread in the sink, but at least my hands were clean. Gonna add some oil to my big bowl, lots of oil to prevent more sticking, and then we're gonna transfer him in there and then cover and leave to prove for half an hour. We're gonna leave to rest, uncover, do more stretchy boy folds about 3 or 4 more times. I've sped through this because you've already seen it happen. But if you look, the dough is a lot less sticky. I don't know if it's the oil or the bread mix, but she's stretching further than the one this morning. You can see my blanket. And look, it's not sticking to my hands. The oil did something. But this dough definitely felt a lot different than the one that I was making first. And after all of that, there they are, ready to go. So we're gonna transfer the dough onto a tray. I'm not gonna oil this tray just because there is an abundance of oil already on the dough and in the bowl. And then we're gonna do the same again. We're gonna massage him and he doesn't look right. Something's wrong. It just looks so sad compared to the other one. I'm gonna add some chopped garlic to this along with salt and rosemary and a very, very bad, weird camera angle. Yeah, he's all finished and he's gonna go in the oven now and hopefully he'll do better. Look at it, look at that little air bubble. But yeah, we're gonna bake him and hopefully things are gonna turn out great. I'm very excited for this bread.
I think, yes.
It's okay, it's okay. It just needs another go in the oven. It'll be fine.
So shit.
The real test is how it looks on the inside. And this was so easy to cut and it was full of air bubbles. It had a nice crisp crust. I was really happy with how it turned out, even though it was nowhere near as fulfilling as the video showed. And now for its slightly deformed sibling. I'm gonna let past Jade comment for you.
I'm kind of scared.
It's not good. It was just like, it was dough. I made a slab of dough. Look at that. It's not, there's like 3 air bubbles in it. It was just a terrible, terrible outcome. And yes, I ate it. And yes, it was raw. That was my attempt at making crispy, bubbly bread. I've made focaccia before and it's turned out really well. I do not know what happened. I should not have made the second loaf. The first one was fine. We tried and sort of succeeded. Yeah, we tried. We made the bread. It lasted for about 18 hours. I served it with like a little lentil Italian bean stew. And then the next day, me and my housemate Louise had white bean pesto and bruschetta on it, which was really good. Oh my God, I love bread. There's more bread stuff coming, actually. I really hope it's as successful as... No, wait, I don't want it to... I want it to be successful, really successful. It's going to be a very long video that's going to be coming in a couple of weeks because it's taking me forever. Yeah. But I hope you guys are still enjoying this. Please give it a like, subscribe, share it as much as you can. This really helps me get a bigger engagement. But yeah, I have a blog, and my blog and my YouTube are all linked in my Instagram, which is @theuglycrumpet. So go give it a follow. Anyway, I've had lots of coffee. I haven't been drinking coffee in several months, so I have so much energy. Yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching. New videos every Thursday at 7, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!